Your portfolio is not failing because it's bad. It's failing because no one can see what makes it great. And I will explain what I mean shortly. But what you probably don't see people talk about enough is the fact that most tech portfolios today are not strategic. They are just a collection of digital clutter. You will see fragments of projects, half-explained code snippets, random GitHub links, and personal sites filled with vague about me sections that all say the same thing. I'm passionate about building things, right? Can I tell you what the problem with the approach is? Passion doesn't differentiate you anymore. Proof does. Proof does, yes. And what most people think is a portfolio is really just a digital landfill, noisy, disorganized, and overwhelming. It's really not surprising that hiring managers skip it. They are not avoiding you because they are blind or unfair. They are avoiding you because your portfolio doesn't speak their language. It says, look what I built. When it should be screaming, here is how I think, here is why I matter, here is what I'll bring to your team, your users, and your bottom line. And in this video, I'm going to give you 3 deeply counterintuitive portfolio strategies. And this will change the way recruiters see you, and more importantly, how they decide whether to bring you in for an interview or not. It doesn't matter if you are entry level, self-taught, transitioning into tech, or you're trying to break into remote work from anywhere in the world. You're in US, you're in UK, you're in Africa, you're in Brazil, you're in Canada. This applies to you. By the time we're done, you will understand why most portfolios are a dead end, what mental model top recruiters are using in 2025 to spot high-value candidates, and then how to craft a portfolio that gets decision makers saying, we need to talk to this person ASAP. So if you're done playing small, hit that subscribe button, because my plan today is to get you hired, and the best part is I drop videos like this every week and you don't want to miss it. Now, let me start with a mindset shift that most candidates never even think about. Imagine Jeff Bezos, or even say Nadella, right, woke up one morning and said, I want to start over and apply for an entry-level tech job. Do you think they would throw together a bunch of beginner apps on GitHub, build a React to-do list, and then start emailing recruiters with the subject line, motivated junior developer seeking opportunity? You think that's what they would do? Of course not. Why? Because they understand something most job seekers don't. See, portfolios are not about your skills, they're about your story. Yes, and more importantly, your positioning. Hiring managers don't want to see what you built in isolation. They want to see what your work communicates. They want to know what kind of thinker you are. How do you understand real world problems? And whether you can function in the messy, complex, user-driven environment of an actual business. You see, your portfolio isn't a showcase of code. It's a persuasive argument that says, hey guys, here's how I solve problems. Here's how I make decisions. And here's what I'm capable of doing inside your company. If you're just uploading projects without any context or clarity, you're not building a portfolio. You're building a photo album. Yeah, you're showing off snapshots of what you did in the past instead of creating a pitch for the future. You see, you're simply showing, not selling. And that's the first fatal mistake. Okay, so the first portfolio hack is this: stop building projects, start building products. Now, before you say, but I'm not a product manager, that's not what I mean. I mean, start thinking like a professional who builds things for people, not just things for practice. See, when you build a project, your focus is usually on learning a framework, finishing a tutorial, or adding something to your GitHub, right? It's internal, it's about you. But when you build a product, even a small one, you are forced to consider other people. Now you have to ask, who is this for? What problem are they dealing with? What would make this solution actually usable in their life or job? And what metrics would tell me if this thing works? See, that shift from what can I build to who am I solving for and what changed after I built it is what separates job-ready talent from everyone else in the stack of resumes. And believe me, recruiters can smell the difference in 10 seconds. Let's say you want to work in the edtech space. Don't just build another flashcard app. Build a lightweight product that lets teachers upload quizzes and get performance analytics on students. Don't aim for fancy. Aim for useful, something real, something rooted in pain and outcome. That is what gets attention, because it's not about the tech stack, it's about the thinking behind it. All right, now let's move to hack number 2. Hack number 2 is all about the user experience of your portfolio, and that user is the recruiter or hiring manager. Now let me tell you what most tech candidates completely miss here. The people reviewing your portfolio have 20 other profiles to look through that same day, and maybe only 5 minutes per candidate. And most of those 5 minutes, they are spent looking for a reason to say no. Yes. So your job is not to dump everything you've ever done into your portfolio. Your job is to curate, to edit, and then frame, because your portfolio isn't there to show off your past. It's there to preview your future. Every project you include should answer one core question. Does this person already understand how to deliver value in the business setting? See, if it does not, it doesn't belong. Okay? If you're targeting a fintech role, don't showcase a tic-tac-toe game or Netflix clone. Instead, build something like micro dashboard that lets users compare loan rates or track their credit score. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to show relevance. You know, I get a lot of messages from people asking how they can break into cybersecurity. It's tough, especially if you're like how I used to be, stuck in a job that doesn't pay enough, or feeling like you've hit a wall. I get it. That is why I created something more than just these videos you're watching. Something structured, practical, and focused on real action. It's called the 5-day Cybersecurity Job Challenge. This isn't just content you binge and forget. We're talking hands-on learning, real skills, and daily guidance. 2 hours a day for 5 days. It's all designed to push you from thinking about change to actually making it happen. Look, I love making these YouTube videos, but let's be honest, how many times have you watched a great video, thought, I'm going to do something about that, and then didn't? That is why this challenge is different. It's designed to be your support. Okay, we're not just learning, you're giving tasks, actionable steps every single day with live Q&As where I personally help you avoid mistakes and land the jobs that will change your life. Watching my videos is great, but if you want to go beyond watching, if you're ready to take real steps toward a $250,000 career a year, come join the challenge. The link is in the description below. You can't miss it. Now, enjoy the rest of this video, but don't forget to come back when you're ready to take that next step. Relevance is what builds trust. It tells the hiring manager, this person gets our space. They think like we do. And when you present that project, you don't just drop a link. Write a short case study, explain the context. What problem were you solving? What did you build and why? Right? What did you learn? And what would you do differently next time? If you can answer those 4 questions in 5 to 6 sentences, you're not just a job seeker anymore. You are a problem solver in training. Okay? Now, let's talk about hack number 3, which is the secret weapon that 99% of people don't even consider. Narrate your thinking. Yes, most portfolios show what was done, some even show how, but almost none show why. And in today's work ecosystem, the candidates who are winning jobs are the ones who can show the why behind their decisions. Hiring managers want to know what your thought process looks like under pressure. They want to see how you analyze trade-offs, how you decide between 2 imperfect options, and then how you course correct when something does not go as planned. And one of the best ways to demonstrate that is to record short videos, just like about 60 to 90 seconds long, where you walk them through your logic. Before you object, listen, you don't need to be a YouTuber, you just need to be clear. You might say something like, hey, this project was built for small business owners who struggle to track their online orders. I had 2 choices for the backend, Firebase or Subbase. I chose Subbase because it gave me better SQL control and role-based auth, which made more sense for this use case. Midway through, I realized my original UI was too crowded, so I simplified the dashboard based on feedback from 2 beta users. That's it. In 90 seconds, you've demonstrated product thinking, technical decision making, user feedback integration, and adaptability. That is 10 times more powerful than showing 10,000 lines of code with no context. Then link those videos directly in your portfolio, okay, and label them decision walkthrough or how I thought about this project. That one addition alone can make you unforgettable. All right. And do you know the best part? This applies to any industry from cybersecurity all the way to even writing. As long as you have a work portfolio, a video walkthrough will elevate your work from down here to up there. Okay. Now, let's put this all together with a simple 3-phase plan that you can execute in one weekend, right? You don't need to reinvent everything. You just need to restructure your asset with intention, okay? Phase 1, let's call this ruthless selection. Choose your top 3 projects, just 3, no more. Each project must meet these 3 criteria. 1, it solves a real-world problem. 2, it uses technologies that align with the job you want. Number 3, it ends with a clear, measurable result. If a project doesn't check all 3, archive it or move to a sandbox section, okay? Less is more when every piece is strong. In phase 2, you need strategic storytelling. For each selected project, write a short case study, all right? Maybe 5 to 7 sentences max. Include the problem, the audience, the tech choices, the biggest challenge, and the result. If you want to stand out, add one line at the end. Here is what I would improve if I build this again. Add that. That shows humility and growth mindset, which are both magnetic traits to hiring team. Okay. And now, phase 3, aim for clean delivery. Package everything in a format that is easy to consume. You can use Notion, a personal website, GitHub README files. Doesn't matter. What matters is visual clarity. Make it skimmable and add headers to it, okay? You want to use both highlight, use both to highlight key phrases, include links. And if you're ready to go pro, record 1-minute Loom walkthrough for each project. It's not required, but it can 5x your perceived credibility. And guess what? Most candidates won't do it. That's exactly why you should, okay? Now, let me say this again. Your portfolio is not your past. It's your pitch. Right? It's your pitch. It's your online salesperson working 24 hours, making the case that you are not just qualified, you are ready to deliver. If your portfolio doesn't answer the question, why should I hire you today? Then it's not a portfolio. It's just a personal website with your name on it. Okay? The people landing 6-figure jobs in 2025, they're not necessarily the smartest, the most experienced, or even the most credentialed. They are just the clearest, the sharpest at communicating their thinking, the fastest at showing proof, right? They are the one. So stop building more, start building better. And if you're ready to turn your portfolio into a weapon, into a credibility engine that breaks interviews and opens doors, drop any questions you have below, and I'll respond as soon as I can. And in my usual manner, I hope I'm leaving you today better than I met you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.